Okay. A good Erev Shabbos, everybody. Welcome to Sounds Like Shabbos. Here today, Chav Zayin Sivan, Erev Shabbos Parsha Shelach. Now, normally I would tell you that Parsha Shelach is one of my favorite parshas, simply because if you follow politics today, you realize how the Torah is eternal. Today's politics are about a vocal minority trying to overcome the majority. But that's not the reason why it's one of my favorite parshas. The other reason could be because even after such a dark episode in our history where the Meraglim spoke Lashon Hara about Eretz Yisrael, the Torah right away after the Mapilim promises us Ki Sovayo La'aretz. So there's always hope. Even in the darkest time, there's hope that we're going to be able to come out. But that's not the reason it's my favorite parsha either. It's my favorite parsha because it always comes out in the middle of the summer. And the Rosh Hashanah is still a little bit far away, and Shavuos is just behind us. It's kind of a little bit of a break where seemingly we can enjoy the summer without Chas v'Shalom the normal of a chrayas of school and everything else. Summer vacation is about to begin, so that's why Parsha Shelach is one of my favorites. Anyway, today's program is sponsored by Rabbi Michal Levine in honor of his granddaughter's wedding that will take place Mir Tzashem Be'itoy Bizmanu B'Mkoimer in Far Rockaway this coming Wednesday, and as a schus for Refuah Shlema for his brother Rabaran, and by the attendees and the participants of Yossi Simon's shir in honor of his daughter Malki's marriage to Zevi Weingarten, and by Bensi Bench Leilui Nishmas Harav Agoyin Reb Chaim Yaakov ben Binyamin Moshe, known as Reb Chaim Stein, Zechus Yogan Aleyu, the Rosh Yeshiva of Telz, and as we know, Phil Bench, Menachem Bench, is born in Cleveland. So today on the program, as I always try to promise as advertised, to bring you sounds that you normally wouldn't hear, it's a pleasure to welcome Cantor Bensoussan. Let me tell you a little bit about him. If anybody is here, Shlomi, if you want to spotlight him, there he is, I'll do it. There he is. So I hope I'm not going to embarrass you. You're going to have to unmute, but I'm going to read a little bit about you, and then I'm going to play a little clip about your musical abilities. Bensoussan he was born in Morocco and studied the art of Sephardic liturgical music with his father and master musicians in Morocco. Part of a Moroccan rabbinic dynasty, his grandfather, Reb Chaim David ben Shushan, was the chief rabbi of Morocco, and his great-grandfather was one of the most revered rabbis to emerge from the city of Fez. According to the Encyclopedia Judaica, the Bensoussan family traces back to Rabbi Yehuda ben Shushan, a teacher of the Rambam. His interest in Ashkenazic music and Cantor music began when he went to New York at the age of 14 to study in yeshiva. He's a graduate of the Jewish Theological Seminary of America. He also studied Yeshiva University, Bell School of Music. He was fortunate to study with master chazanim in both Ashkenazic and Sephardic traditions. And I can go on here. He believes that one can enjoy a nice schmaltz herring with a spicy couscous. His newly released CD and A New Journey encompasses these elements and is receiving rave reviews. His famous composition of L'Chadodi, that's not the one he's going to be singing tonight, including in the world music series, A Jewish Odyssey, has been sung in synagogues all over the world, and countless cantors and singers have requested permission to record his compositions on their albums. But I have to tell you, having read all that, I have met Cantor Aaron a few times. And as the pasuk says, Mechabed Hashem migroinoi, but he's also Mechabed Hashem v'Yisrael migroinoi. Cantor Aaron, thank you. Welcome to the Agudah Sounds Like Shabbos.
Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me. I appreciate so much to be with you. And whenever you want me to start, let me know.
I will. I'm just going to play a small piece from what seems like a long time ago, where he entertained, bear with me a moment, where he entertained people who were traveling to Dirshu on the bus to the Siyum of Dirshu. Bear with me one moment. I'm going to ask people to please mute themselves. The Dirshu Siyum. Part of the reason I'm using this is Yossi Simon, who obviously made a wedding and he has Shabbos Sheva Brachos this week. Highly recommended Cantor Aaron. Not that I needed Yossi's approval, but here we go.
שיחו בכל נפלאותיו שירו לו לה 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 יזמרו לו שיחו בכל נפלאותיו לה 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 שירו לו זמרו לו
Everybody clap.
בכל נפלאותיו יתהללו בשם קודשו ישמח לב בבקשי עמודי ירשו השם ועוזו בקשו פניו תמיד לילה 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 שירו לו זמרו לו שירו בכל נפלאותיו יתהללו.
Okay, why should we go to a recording if we can hear him live? Chazan Bensoussan, you're going to sing Lechadodi.
Yes.
You're going to tell us a little bit about what it is that you're singing.
Well, this is my newest Lechadodi. I'm going to do about four or five verses with that, and from Lotevoshi, I will do my old tune of Lechadodi, and that one has been adapted in many synagogues, and Hazanim have recorded it. But I will start with the new one, and hopefully you'll be singing together with me. Lechadodi לקראת קלה בני שבת נקבלה לכבודי לקראת קלה בני שבת נקבלה שמור וזכור בדיבוריך תשמיענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמונך ושמונך ולתפילה לה 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 לקראת קלה בני ושבת בני שבת נקבלה לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי מקור ברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשי במחשבה תחילה לה 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 לכדודי לה 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 לקראת קלה לה 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 בני ושבת בני שבת נקבלה ומקדש وحيي المنوخة ومسي متوخة بخا رب الأخشمت بعمك الآخر هو يحمل عليك حملا عبرت بي يمشي بإيديك الأرض عندي عليان بني شي بيتفلحني לא תבושי ולא תקלמי, ותשתוחחי ומדמי, וכי יחסו עניי עמי ולבנתה הרענתי לה לחדותי, לקראת קלה בני שבת מקבלה לחדותי, לקראת קלה בני שבת מקבלה, והיו שיסה שומר סמליך ורחמו כל מבלעייך, יסיס עלייך אלוהייך, כבסוס חטא ותקלה ואומר לחדותי, לקראת קלה בני שבת נקבלה לחדותי, לקראת קלה בני שבת נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי ותבוני נעריצי, על יד ישבצי ונשמחה ננגילה חדותי, לקראת קלה בני שבת מקבלה לחדותי, לקראת קלה בני שבת מקבלה. אוי בשלום הדרך בעלה, גם ברינה צעודה, כוחי מונה עד סגולה, בואי קלה בואי קלה לחדותי, לקראת קלה בני שבת מקבלה לחדותי, לקראת קלה בני שבת נקבלה.
תודה רבה, חזק ואמן.
Koyach, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Good, very beautiful.
Baruch v'chazak. Chazak u'baruch.
Thank you so much.
Yasher Koyach. Unbelievable.
So nice.
Okay, we'll move on to Meyer. We're going to hear a little bit back from Aaron to get his internet a little bit stronger, or move the camera or move the phone a little bit closer to you if you can. Thank you very much. And now we'll move to hear the Haftarah. I have to tell you that last week when we didn't hear the Haftarah, I missed something, because when you come to hear the Haftarah, even though you hear it in shul once, it was nice to hear it a little bit before on Friday. Sometimes Shnai Mikra Vechad Targum doesn't cover the Haftarah, so this is a good chance to hear about it in advance. So this is a special Haftarah from the beginning of Yeshua, as we know. So Meyer, whenever you're ready, go ahead, and I will get it up on the screen.
Okay, we'll start with the Haftarah. Okay. וישלח יהושע בן נון מן השיטים שניים אנשים רגלים חרש לאמור לכו ראו את הארץ וזריחי וילכו ויבואו בית איש אנוש רחב וישכבו שמה ויאמר למלך יריחו לאמור הנה אנשים באו הנה הלילה מבני ישראל לחפור את הארץ וישלח מלך יריחו אל רחב לאמור הוציאו אנשים הבאים אלייך אשר באו לביתך כי לחפור את כל הארץ באו ותיקח אישה שני אנשים ותצפנה ותאמר כן בואו אליי או אנשים לא ידעתי מאין הם ויהי השער לזכור בחושך ואנשים יצאו לא ידעתי אנו הלכו אנשים רדפו מהר אחריהם כי ששיגום ויהי אלוסם הגוג ותתמנם בפשטי העץ והרוחוס לו על הגוג ואנשים רדפו אחריהם דרך הירדן על המגרוס והשאר סגרו אחרי כאשר יצאו הרודפים אחריהם בהמות טרם ישכבון ויעלו עליהם על הגוג ותאמר אלו אנשים ידעתי כי נשן אדוני לכם את הארץ וכי נפלה עמכם עלינו וכי נמוגו כל יושבי הארץ מפניכם כי שמענו עץ אשר הוביש אדוני את מי ים סוף מפניכם ותצאכם ממצרים ואשר עשיתם לשני מלכי האמורי אשר בירדן לשיחו אלוהיק אשר החרמתם מויסם ונשמע וימאס לבבינו לא יקומה עוד רוח מפניכם כי אדוני אלוהיכם הוא אלוהים בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ מתחת ויעקב ישבעונו לי באדוני כי עשיתי עמכם חסד ועשיתם גם אתם עם בית סבי חסד ונתתם לי אסמס והחייסם סבי וסימי ושחי ושחיוסי ויעש כל אשר להם והצלתם את נפשותינו ממוות ויאמרו לו אנשים נפשנו שחתכם למוס אם לא יגידו את דברינו זה והיה בסיס אדוני לנו את הארץ ועשינו עמו חסד ואמס ותורידם בחבל בנחלים כי ביסו בקיר החיימו בחיימו יושבס ותאמר להם אורה לכו פן יפגעו בכם הרודפים ונחבאתם שמה 3 ימים עד שיב הרודפים ואחר תלכו דרככם ויאמרו אלו אנשים נקיים אנחנו משבוע זה אשר ישפטנו הנה אנחנו באים בארץ אז תקווה זכות השוני הזה תקשרי בחלון אשר הראתנו בוי וסביך ושימך ושחייך יזכו בסביך תאספי אלייך הבויסו והיה אלא שיצא מדלסי ויסך החוצה דמוי בראשוי ואנחנו נקיים וכל אשר יתוך בבייס דמוי בראשנו עם יד יבוי אם תגידי אסתבורנו זה והיינו נקיים משבועסך אשר השפעתנו ותאמר כי דבריכם כן הוא ותשלחם וילכו ותקשור תקבץ השונים בחלון וילכו ויבואו הרה וישבו שם 3 ימים עד שבו הרודפים ויבקשו הרודפים כל הדרך ולא ימצאו וישובו 2 אנשים וירדו מההר ויעברו ויבואו אל יהושע בן נון ויספרו לו את כל המועצות סויסם ויאמרו אל יהושע כי נתן אדוני בידינו את כל הארץ וגם נמויגו כל יושבי הארץ מפנינו.
Shkoyach, Meyer.
ברוך תהיה.
Pirkei Avos.
We'll hear it tomorrow.
Pirkei Avos this week is Perek Gimel. Mincha on Shabbos will be at 6:30. The Moiled wird sein Sonntag Nachmittag 26 Minuten mit 14 Chalokim noch 12. This week, the Zmanim of Tefillah are 5:15 a.m., Honetz Minyan, 7:15, and 8 o'clock. Every day of the week, including Rosh Chodesh, which is Monday and Tuesday. Mincha during the week is at 7:10, which is the plug followed by Meyer right after plug around 7:27. The second Meyer will be at 9:45. Danny Finkel's Shir on Motzei Shabbos is at 10:30. Yossi Simon's Daf Yomi Shir Motzei Shabbos is at 10:45. Mishe Beirach, Havaseinu Avnei Yaakov Yivarech, Esmarei Moshe Mordechai B'Shimon Yitzchak, V'Ishta V'Shkol Mishpachto. Ba'avur Shemarei Moshe Mordechai B'Shimon Yitzchak, Mispal Ba'ad Kol Chavrei Agudah Yisrael. Schar Zeh Kodesh Baruch Hu Yishmerei, B'Salem Kol Tzov V'Zugu Gan Negavach, Lo V'Yishavach V'Tzloch, Chocho V'Atzi Yodam, V'Koyis Alacheihem, V'Noimar, Amen.
Amen. Shkoyach.
Amen. Yesher koach. We'll call back Chazan
Yes.
and Shushan one more time.
Hi,
You ready?
yes.
And then that will be followed by Tehillim and the Rov's talk.
ראש חודש תמוז יהיה ביום השני וביום השלישי הבא עלינו ועל כל ישראל לטובה. יחדשהו הקדוש ברוך הוא עלינו ועל כל עמו בית ישראל לחיים ולשלום לששון ולשמחה לישועה ולנחמה ונאמר
Yasher koyach.
Shkoyach.
Fantastic.
Chazak
Unbelievable.
Baruch.
Thank you. All the brachas that you just mentioned should be mekuyim to you. I know that you want to use your voice to be Mekarav Yidden. Hashem should give you that opportunity. And as our friend Yossi Simon says, you should be blessed with a shiras deoraisa. Not just a shiras d'Rabbanan, but a shiras d'oraisa means you should get cash in hand. You should really have bracha. Your wife should be well. The Rav is going to give you an additional bracha, and his for sure could be mekuyim. Okay, so stay with us. The Rav is next. The Rav is going to start with Tehillim, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have one Kuf Lamed.
Shir Amalois Mimamakim Kasicha Adonai Adonai Ima B'Koili Adonai Amoi Leman Tivorei Kvis Adonai Kivsa Nafshi Yidvara Adonai Mishtarim When I chesed v'armi my pedos, v'yivdes Yisrael l'koil avoy noisov. Maskile David b'yoisoi, v'roskilo koili. Alex, I beg you, minute, ain't doing now. She's acting like I don't know. Israel. And the students of I've goes man Kariv and I'm Aramein, Mishmekov Senator, Rappers, Arametov Etel, Ves Chaim Doiv Ben Kreindel, Ves David Ben Sima, Ves Nasan Tzvi Ben out the Silva, I've called this man Radim. Schazekot Zwarchu, Imanak Malem, Bakliman Voice of Zikn Yishalem Meher, the push was my Cholurem, Fogdem. So the person who's going to have goes, my God, Amen, Baruch Hashem. I want to mention that the Shalom Yosef, the Seder always down to handle. Rabbi Greenfield, Baruch Hashem came home yesterday, made a big simcha, and everyone should come home. All the chaylim should have a refuah, the Meyer Meiner. So first I want to thank Chazan, Bensoussan, beautiful, beautiful. It went right into my heart. The tefillos, Hashem should help that all your tefillos should be mekubah by Hashem. That you should be, and through your tefillos, we should be bracha for Kol Yisrael, for yourself, for your family. And we should only hear Besoros Tovos by everybody. We just finished benching Rosh Chodesh, and it's the reason we bench Rosh Chodesh on Shabbos, because the Zohar Kodesh brings down called Bechosed de La'elo L'Sato Miyoyma de Shviya Talia. All the brachas that come from Shabbos. Shabbos is Mekora bracha. Shabbos brings all the brachas. So the Shabbos before the Rosh Chodesh, we want the Rosh Chodesh to bring all the brachas that we've done for. So to bring all the brachas, so we say the Birchas HaChodesh, we mention Rosh Chodesh. It's not like Kiddush HaChodesh. It's not Kiddush, we're not Mekadosh HaChodesh. It's just Birchas HaChodesh, we mention HaChodesh, because we down to Rabbeinu Shleilim, that, especially nowadays, what we're going through all over the world. So the Rabbeinu should help that this Chodesh should be l'toiv l'bracha, l'chaim l'sholem, and so this is the Indian of the benching of Chodesh. Akiva was saying before that he likes Shelach. This one they say the Rosh Tevis of TAMMUZ was man tshuva memashmishim oboim. That already from TAMMUZ you start feeling tshuva. That you start feeling already Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. It's 3 months. You start feeling already the memashmishim oboim. You feel Rosh Chodesh. Just want to mention, Baruch Hashem, this is going to be the second Shabbos that we're going to daven in the Beis HaMedrash. This Rabbeinu Shalom took us back into his lap. He took us back into his home, the big schus to be able to be in the home of the Rebbeinu Shalom. The whole time, the tshuka of able to be in the bayis shel Kadosh Baruch Hu. And that's what our tshuka always was. We know that women always have a bigger tshuka for mitzvahs. Women, felt bad that last week they couldn't come to shul. Well, the first week we wanted to try it out first. And also, they want to come to Rosh Chodesh Benson. There's an interesting story. The daughter of Reb Motcha Zalapola came and had a kasha to her father. So I always hear from you that after you do Kiddush Levana, that your segula, nothing bad will happen that Chodesh to you. What do women do? Women don't do Kiddush Levana. So father said, when you go to bench Rosh Chodesh and shul, that's like Kiddush Levana. And coming to shul and listening to benching Rosh Chodesh and saying the bench Rosh Chodesh, that just because nothing bad will happen that Chodesh to you after that. So they have really longer than us because we can't do Kiddush Levana until later. And so this is so we want to welcome everyone who could come to shul. Baruch Hashem, the schus of coming to shul, the schus of being in the Rebbeinu Shalom's home, and to be able to daven in the Makom HaShechina, the Mikdash Ma'at, the biggest chus that we could have. But also I mentioned that those who have the other places to daven, because that's the way that when now some people can't come to shul, or those who can't even come to shul go to daven at all, daven at home. Everything is mekubel for the Rebbeinu Shalom because it's done. The Shem Shemayim, Echad Amar B'Echad Mamed, B'Vachi Cham Libel Shem Shemayim. And nowadays the mitzvah of B'Chayben, to be able to Chas v'Shalom not get sick, and to be able to kind of mitzvah Shmartem Oiden Avsechem, it's also mitzvah. There's a story. There's this Yid, Shmuel Tzvik Kowalski, was a Gerach Chassid, and when his father passed away, he was always Kibbutz him was murdered. His father went away that whole year. He made sure everything he could daven by every minyan and say the Kadeshim and everything he did. And every yahrzeit he was always very makbet to be able to daven for them. In Eretz Yisrael, it's not like we have one kehillah there. They have minyanim. So he used to always be sure to daven at the 7 o'clock minyan. He came. So the day of the yahrzeit, he wakes up early, comes a few minutes before 7, stands near Ahmed to be able to go daven. All of a sudden he sees an old man putting together his tefillin, and he was having a hard time. So he was shoykle, what should he do? This old man needs help. So he said, look, no, I'll daven the next minyan. I'll go. So he went and put together tefillin. And then after he finished, he said, is there anything I could do for you? He said, you know what? I need you to walk me home. It's very hard. It's very hard for me to walk. Could you please walk me home? So again, look, he asked me if Hashem sent me this mitzvah and to walk me home. And he saw the man, mamish, he wasn't able to walk. He had to schlep him the whole time. And he walks with him, and he walks. Then he looks already. He said he's going to miss it. He's going to be the next minute. Then he comes to the house, and he sees he has to walk upstairs. So he has to walk him upstairs also. So the whole time, he said, I'm going to miss davening for the Ahmed, but I'm doing this for my father's neshama. I'm doing this for my father's neshama. I'm doing this with the schus of my father, B'Yamin, he said the whole time, and he's taking, and he ran back to shul. He couldn't get the Ahmed, someone else had the Ahmed. He was able to say Kaddish, and he felt so guilty all day that, it says that someone doesn't daven as far as God is over as Imai, that he really felt that at night he had a dream. His father came to him in his dream. So he started asking Mechila, Abba, be meichel me for what I did today. So his father's face was shining. He said, you know what? You don't know what you did for my neshama. If that's why you don't daven for the Ahmed, you should always do that. The chesed that you did was much more than davening for the Ahmed. The chesed that you did is much more than what you could do for me. And he saw that, sometimes, people argue about Ahmed, not davening for Ahmed, I should daven. Chesed is much greater. Chesed that you do is the biggest thing of giving tzedakah. It says in TAMMUZ, the Swarm bring down, it's a big inyan of giving tzedakah, special. And in this week's parsha, we have the mitzvah of giving challah. By the mitzvah of giving challah, the Medrash brings down, why does right after the inyan of challah, it says the parsha of Avodah Zarah, bring Kabbanis Avodah Zarah. So the Medrash brings down, Kol, someone who's Mafresh Chala, Ki'ilu Koifer Avodah Zarah. It's just like he's Koifer in Avodah Zarah. What does Chala have to do with Avodah Zarah? And to first bring down that what's the biggest Avodah Zarah a person has? The biggest Avodah Zarah is a person has, he thinks that he Koichi Baitzim Yodi. He thinks he has the power to make Panasa. He thinks that he could. That's the hour of Avodah Zarah. People think if I work good, I'll make panos. If not, I won't. And this week's Avos, it says Ishmetois says, "Tein lo mishloi, give the Rebbeinu Shalom from his shehakol shaloi." When you give tzedakah, you should know you're not giving yours. Everything belongs to him. Everything is from you. Really, everything comes from the Rebbeinu Shalom. Everything a person has emunah shlema, that everything we get is only from the Rebbeinu Shalom. Someone who starts believing that it's his doing, is a koifer in the Rebbeinu Shalom. That's over the way the Zohar. You shouldn't. Don't make gods of silver. Don't make the money your god. Don't make. The Rebbeinu Shalom gives you everything. That's why we bench Chodesh. We ask the Rebbeinu Shalom, give us parnasa tova. Give us. We show we have a munah in Rebbeinu Shalom that everything comes from the Rebbeinu Shalom. Everything's from the Rebbeinu Shalom. A person has to have 100% amunah. So if someone, he works so hard in the field, the first thing he does before you eat, first you give Tumas HaMaisros, and then there's so many mitzvahs you do before you eat. I planted, and I worked so hard, I plowed my field, I did everything. After the Rebbeinu says, wait a second, first give Tumah, give Maisros, give Peah, I baked it already, I worked so hard, wait, the first thing, the first thing you have to do is take a piece. In those days, we have to give it a kohen to eat. You're showing that the Rebbeinu is saying it's not yours, it's mine. You want to have a bracha. It says someone who takes challah is mitzuya bracha beisa. Challah brings the bracha to the home. And it's one of the 3 mitzvahs that women have. The special mitzvah, taking challah, because the mitzvah of taking challah shows that I really believe that I worked so hard. I can't take a bite before I take challah. No, you're not allowed to. What do you mean I can't? It's mine. It's not yours. Everything. So kol hamafresh challah. Anyone who is mafresh challah is koifer b'avodah zarah. Is koifer in this avodah zarah, believing that it's mine, believing that someone who takes challah and shows that the first thing I do, I know it belongs to the Rebbeinu Shalom. Reisha seichem. That's the same thing. Bekurim also in this week's Bible. The first fruits you'd have, the first thing you have, you bring to the Rebbeinu Shalom, give to the Rebbeinu Shalom. There's a story. A poor person came to the Satmar Rebbe, and so the Gabbai went into the drawer and found some dollars, folded dollars, started giving. Satmar Rebbe said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm giving." He says, "You should take the dollar and make it beautiful. It's a chefs the mitzvah. It's a chefs the mitzvah. You're giving tzedakah. It's a mitzvah. And there's a mitzvah by mitzvah. There's a mitzvah of hiddur mitzvah. They should have hiddur mitzvah. Sometimes you find people who have this week's parsha tzitzis. They have this junky tzitzis, tzitzis small. It should be. There's a mitzvah zakel v'anveyu. So that Rebbe said, tzedakah giving this poor person. It's mitzvah. Chefs go. Why? If you believe that everything's from the Rebbeinu Shalom, Memcha HaKoil, and Memcha, and in the Neusnelach, we give everything from the Rebbeinu Shalom. Tenloi mishaloi, shehakol shaloi. Everything is really the Rebbeinu Shalom. We go through the times now. Everything the Rebbeinu Shalom does, the Rebbeinu Shalom has its cheshbainis. We don't understand its cheshbainis. But we come now. We bench Chodesh Ez Rebbeinu Shalom. I know you are the Boyer HaKoil, and you are the Adoin HaKoil. Chacheyu HaKodesh Baruch Hu. We Ez Rebbeinu Shalom. It should be the Toivel Bracha. The Surah Torah was the Fuhr Shleima, all those who need, and Panasa Toiva. We ask Rabbi, you're the only one who really could do anything. The only one, all these things that are coming, and it's all comes from the hand of Rabbi. Rabbi should help that we should take Zoicha, like the beautiful Birch Sachodesh we just heard from the Chazan, which we Zoicha, that this like we said, Kavod Hashem Mahainai Megrainai, that the Rebbeinu Shem should listen to his L'shmoya Elarina Ve'Latfila, and we should be Zeichet to be able to daven in shul, and everyone should be able to come to shul. Hashem, that the Rebbeinu Shem should take away this machla. We shouldn't be scared to come to shul, and we should all be able to. And we should be able. Now we have to still out refuah. We have to put on a mask, and we're doing it because when you put on a mask, really, you're not doing it for yourself. People don't. When you do putting on a mask is really for doing chesed to the other person. By putting on a mask, zikr would be nice to daven without a mask. But putting on a mask, the main thing of a mask is to help other people. Now it's wrong now to have a law, you have to wear a mask. And they find that it's mamish, there's whole articles, how it saves lives. Some people who come to shul and don't understand why we have this rule. I mean, this is what, first of all, we have Dr. Phillipson, who helps us with all the plans. And the only way you really be shomer everybody, when you wear a mask, chas v'shalom, if someone he doesn't even know he's symptomatic, he doesn't even know he has it. But chas v'shalom, when it comes out of your mouth, and so you're really protecting every person in the shul. The Rebbeinu Shem help us doing that. And just like we said before, the chesed that we do, Rebbeinu Shem goes more to Rebbeinu Shem than anything we could do. And Rebbeinu Shem help this chodesh TAMMUZ, like the Navi says, the Harvi v'chamishi, the tzoyim Harvi v'chamishi, the tzoyim of TAMMUZ, which is Harvi and the same chamishi of Tishbav, should be the Rebbeinu Shem should be machzor l'toiva, should become a Meyer, the yontiv. We should all celebrate. So I want to wish everyone have a beautiful, good Shabbos and have a good Chodesh. And this Chodesh should be in the Hapach, the Soussan, the Simcha, which be Zeicha, just like we heard from Bensoussan, this beautiful, beautiful Soussan and Simcha, should be Zeicha to Soussan and Simcha, be Zeicha to have a good Chodesh, everyone.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you to the Rav. Thank you so much.
Meyer.
Thank you to Meyer Tenenbaum. And of course, thank you to Aaron Bensoussan. I'm tabulating the votes here. We don't have a poll yet for how much people like the chazanim that we bring on this Sounds Like Shabbos. But Aaron, you were fantastic. Chazan, Aaron, you were fabulous. I'm going to make sure that Yossi can hear it. And Bezos Hashem, Bli Neder, we should have you on again one more time. I don't know if the crowd in shul is ready for that yet, for couscous and herring, but for certainly virtual, we're going to have you come again. You were fantastic. You're an inspiration. You should have continued bracha, as the Rav said. Who are those people behind you, by the way, in the pictures? Are they grandfathers?
But my grandfather, Behaim Bensoussan, alav shalom, was the head rabbi of Morocco.
Wow.
And the one that looks even a little bit more older picture, that's his father, Avraham Bensoussan, who was a very big mikubal and also Dayan in the same city as his son. And he came actually from one of the big rabbis from Fez, more in this generation. And unbelievable, Baruch Hashem. These are my heroes. I look at them.
You are their hero. They look down at you, see Baruch Hashem.
Baruch Hashem.
Go learn every day. You go to Dirshu and.
Yeah, Rabbi David Hofstadter has done unbelievable with me, listening to him, to his words of Torah every morning. Baruch Hashem. Now we're going to resume back to Dirshu, and I'm so happy to see the Rabbi again.
How many years are you going to Dirshu?
About 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Baruch Hashem. It's a big, it's a tremendous change in my life, and of discipline, of learning, and everything. I'm so happy. Tremendous. The Dafi Omi and the Rav, just looking at him it's unbelievable. He's such a special human being. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good Shabbos.
Shkoyach.
And you can join us to listen. I don't know if Chazanim like listening to other Chazanim or not, but come and join us every Friday if you'd like. We try to have this program, Bez Hashem, 5:15, Erev Shabbos, so don't be shy and come join us. Okay?
Thank you for the invitation. It meant a lot to me. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you. Join us Monday night on Loop Radio. We're Moshe Taub, formerly of Buffalo, and now in Young Israel of Holliswood, will be on the program from 7:55, of course, preceded with Tehillim and Rabbi Phillips' Hilchas Shabbos. Everybody have a good Shabbos, a good Chodesh. What's that?
Yishkoyach.
Yishkoyach. Thank you.
Shabbos.
Shabbos.